He also came correct. The New York Mets. I know we're not running the bases. This is
Came
not
correct or came in debt? One of the two.
New York Mets came in with a lot of money. That's what they did.
Bro, sure did.
Steve Cohen, Uncle Stevie, as they call him there in the Mets, literally outbid the New York Yankees. And for Juan Soto, is an all-generational talent. And he just signed and New York Mets are paying him 15 years, $765 million, $75 million signing bonus. Now, for those who don't know, Major League Baseball has no salary cap. And I don't see when that will actually ever happen. It's been going on forever, and it's never going to stop. I don't think that's happening. It's a little details with Soto's contract is the largest in Major League Baseball history, dethroning the $700 million agreement between Shohei Ohtani signed just a year ago with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, somebody like, that's a lot of money for one player. Well, they signed Shohei Ohtani, and now they're the World Series champions again. There's no deferred money. So for people who don't know too, all of MLB contracts are fully guaranteed. There's not like, it's $100 million guaranteed, but you have to do this. You have to, incentives and stuff like that for like the NFL. I'm not sure what the NBA is, but MLB, fully guaranteed contract. So a lot of times, in order to make sure they have enough money that their checks don't bounce, they typically defer those payments, which we talked about Bobby Bonilla, July 1st with Bobby Bonilla Day, who is getting paid $1.2 million a year, and he'll get it till 2035 from the New York Mets, because the owners at the time didn't have. Yes, Justin, I'm sorry, I have to talk about this. But yes, they didn't have the money at the time, so they basically deferred the payments, and they deferred Bobby Bonilla's contract out till 2035. So what a pinch in there. This isn't 15 years, and in 15 years, he is going to get $765 million. He helped them he helped the Yankees get to the World Series last year. But guess what, guys? Money is the whole, and I know Yankee fans are like, I can't believe he would leave the tradition and stuff like that. I'll give you 765 million reasons why. And basically what happened with the contract, and for what I'm hearing, it's basically like Steve Cohen was the owner of the Mets, was like, you name your price. And it was a bidding war, and the Yankees realized Steve wasn't going to let up, and they weren't willing to go over a certain amount. And so Soto was like, cool. I think they stopped at 700. I believe the Yankees got to 700. And then after that, they realized it wasn't worth it. Where, Cohen's worth like $30 billion. So it's not like he's really sweating giving out $765 million. I mean, with him paying Lindor and some other players that they have, I mean, it's a $1 billion payroll that they're after signing that. Okay, thanks, Justin. Yeah, click on Justin said that down there with the 760 there. So yeah, for 16 years. So thank you for that. So yeah, it wasn't like it was a astronomical one. It was just the fact that the Mets offered him more. I guess obviously less years that he'll get that money. And
$5 million and one less year.
Yeah, and then Justin, while you're there as well, oh yes, and he can have a beard now. So that is the thing. He can have a beard now. But Justin, help me out, because there was another thing that some scuttlebutt came out that's saying that his family was mistreated. That like they were about Soto's family was mistreated in like and not the clubhouse or something like that. I don't think that really has anything to do with it. I just think people are just kind of grasping at why Soto would leave the Yankees for the New York Mets. It's not like he leaves the Yankees for the Dodgers. He leaves the Yankees for literally across town, which has always been the little brother and stuff. But now they got pockets. They had no pocket. I didn't think it would. There. Some other details, though, with his contract. It includes an opt-out clause after 5 seasons. So it means he's still guaranteed that contract, but he can opt out and go to another team if he wants to. I doubt that. But you never know what's going to happen in 5 years. Here's the deal's exact structure, though. 2025-26 season, $46.87 million. 27, he'll get 42. In 28-29 season, he'll get 46.8. And then 2032-2038, he will be paid at least $48 million throughout that entirety there. If Soto does want to re-enter free agency as a 31-year-old, the Mets have the opportunity to override his opt-out by adding an additional $4 million per season to the final 10 years of his contract. This would give Soto, $50 million per year for his final decade in Queens, and raise the grand total of this enormous deal to $805 million. According to MLB's Mark Feinsand, I think I pronounced that correctly, Soto will earn $500,000 if he wins a National League MVP award. Other notable aspects of Soto's deal include a full no trade clause, meaning he would need to approve any deal that sees him shipped elsewhere for the third time in his career. Soto also gets to wear the number 22 with the Mets, a number that previously belonged to third baseman Brent Batty, and a luxury suite for home games per Heyman. Soto, congratulations. And Tvshka, we should have kept with baseball when we were younger, apparently.
I also, should have been a little bit taller, should have been a baller. There's a lot of things I wish I could have been, but that's a lot of fucking money. So much money. Like all the money. Like I'm interested in seeing how the Mets actually do. Because if they're investing this much into one player, just go ahead and retire his fucking jersey right now.
Right.
The number 22 done for the rest of life. It is interesting though. I mean, coming from right across the driveway from the Yankee Stadium over to the Mets, but yeah, I mean, it's whenever you got a bad economy with inflation, the money seems a lot more. The money seems that much more. But it is a historic moment in baseball. It's also why I am annoyed with baseball. And kind of to the Yankees aspect of it. I mean, it's because of what Sol said, dude. The no beards, dude. That's such a dumb fucking rule. The Yankees are stuck in the 20s. They're mobster ran probably. Sorry, Justin, if I'm hitting on some sour spots there, but it's dumb. And I really hope that's like part of the reason why he left. Like, I'm really looking forward to this, 30 on 30 or Netflix sports documentary. After we watched the Aaron Rodgers one.
It's gonna be a trip, bro.
Dude. Okay. Next week's show, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, I will get some clips of that show. It is hilarious. But yeah, I'm excited to kind of really see more of the details as far as from his perspective. Other than all the money, what his reason was. It's God dang, dude, that's so much. Like I literally have to reread over that much money. I mean, his like annual salary. I mean, or even like his hourly. I mean, he's getting. I think it was McAfee show or somebody broke it down. I mean, he's getting like $1,000 or $2,000 like every hour.
Yeah, something like that.
It's insane. That's so much money, man. But good on you, Soto. You've worked hard for this your entire life. Don't know what your background looks like, but hopefully, you're really helping out your family, and you invested in other people. Definitely get all the toys that you fucking want. You got the luxury suite from Heyman. But yeah, definitely be wise with the money. Invest it. Look at crypto. Apparently, crypto's up right now, so maybe invest. I don't know, $340 million into that.
And if you're just like, it's like, how should I invest my money? I don't know. Ask your owner. That's how he's made his billions of dollars. Don't ask the SEC how he does it, but ask your owner on that. But and also too, I know we brought up that comment from Justin. Yeah, there should be a salary cap, but if you're a players union, that's the one like no ifs, ands, or buts. Do not cross go. Do not collect $200 that they're ever going to budge on.
Yeah,
they're just not.
And that's big coming from a Yankee fan.
Yeah, I know.
You motherfuckers have profited for a whole century because there hasn't been a salary cap.
And it is weird. I know you're a Yankee fan, Justin, and it might that's another thing I kind of was like when I saw the Yankee fans. Nice not be taken seriously from us. No.
Yeah, but crypto's on the rise. Mortgage your whole family's life.
Right, that's it. Yep, do it on a fake currency. Hey, whatever. But with that, is seeing the Yankee fans saying like, "I can't believe he left for the money." I was like, that's literally how you build your team. You literally pay more money than anyone else to bring him over. And then they're like, I can't believe he would leave for money instead of the tradition and stuff. I'm like, you sound like every team that you stole players from. Go watch Moneyball with Giambi, and then obviously the Red Sox got I forget his name, but with Giambi and stuff. That's what the Yankees would do. Is like when I'm sitting there looking at De La Cruz, and I'm like, oh, this is. He's gonna be in a Dodger uniform. He's gonna be a Yankees uniform. Heck, he might be in a Mets uniform. The way they're spending money now, but I don't think there's any opt out or anything. So we got him for a little bit there in the Reds. So I'm not too worried. But there's no way the Reds or any other teams can win a bidding war.
Good. Yeah, I mean the Royals. I mean we got a little bit of a bump with the championship win that we had, back in 2015. Also, we have some benevolent ownership, with Mahomes and other people now, but not near the amount of money that New York has. And so I mean, good job on the Mets. For the Yankees though, they have $765 million problems, but a pitch ain't one, because the Yankees go on to sign lefty Max Fried Chicken. I'm just kidding, it's Fried. To an 8-year, $218 million contract. Maybe he should have signed for a little bit more, knowing that they would have went to $760 million. But after his big league debut in 2019, Max Fried enjoyed an extended run better than any other Atlanta Braves pitcher since John Schmaltz, the last of the team's big three Hall of Fame pitchers. To leave the franchise nearly 2 decades ago. So, I mean, for, Max Fried, you got any opinions on this one, Josh, as far as the Yankees pitching just getting better?
Yeah, with Cole and Fried, that's a nice little 1-2 punch there, even though Cole was the pitcher that lost Game 5 with some really silly errors there in that fifth inning. But it's what the if you're not going to get a generational talent in Juan Soto, you got to make it up in pitching. So, because sometimes the best, defense wins championships, right? So, obviously the Braves had arguably the best bullpen, and like you were saying with Smoltz and Glavine and Maddox back in 1998. You know what happened? They ran into the Yankees and Jeter and Williams and all of them, all those greats there. So I like the Yankees, if they lost this bidding war, that they at least cleaned it up with a solid pitcher in Fried, and Fried is that dude. So I'm just interested to see what I think Skubal, I believe he plays for the Tigers. He's kind of like the next ace not named Paul Skeens for the Pirates, because Paul Skeens is literally a rookie. So, but he's that dude as well. So we'll see kind of how that all shakes out between those two guys that aren't on, a New York team or a Boston team or an LA team.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at more pictures of Kelsey Plum. Did you know she wore like all leather back in May? Okay.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you got for us, girl? We're clearly losing our minds over here, and I'm tired of pretending like I like baseball.
I'm going to say one thing on baseball, and then we'll go straight to kicking and screaming. That's a big get for the Yankees.
That is a big get for the Yankees.
Yeah. Which is, you hate to see it, especially me as a Red Sox fan.